everyone, this is Elissa here with She Does Credit, and today we are talking about how you could lessen and lower your interest payments on your credit cards or just anything that you're paying interest on. So first and foremost, like, interest rates are crazy high. Like, people get approved for things, and you could get approved, but at what cost? The interest rates could be crazy high. I've seen interest rates like close to 30%, like whatever. It really tells like how good your credit is depending on the interest rate. I'll give you an example. My mom, she went to get a car, and a brand new car. Her interest rate was like 0.2%, like crazy, but she has great credit. Apple doesn't fall far from the tree. But I've heard of people getting interest rates 0.9%, 1%, 2%, 3%. Then I've seen people just getting murdered in interest rates, like in the 20s, close, hitting almost 30%. And that's something that's huge, because let's say your bill is even that much, it's being accounted and pretty much like taxed massively, right? So this is how we can actually lessen and lower your interest payments, okay? So first and foremost, I want you to take a look at your statement, take a look at your bill, and you'll see like calculations, like this is how much your principal is, this is how much the interest is, and it could be a significant amount. I've seen interest rates, like, even if it's not that much of a bill, like $100 extra, and people are just trying to save their money, be financially literate, and just be smarter and wiser about where their money is going, right? So take a look at that. Second of all, the interest gets spread out over the course of however long it is. Like, maybe it's 6 months, it's usually 12 months, like, which is a year, right? So how you could lessen or lower it, first off, is that if you've been a good client, if you've been a good customer with this company, you could actually call and say like, hey, I've been with you XYZ years or however long. I noticed that my interest rates are pretty high. I can't afford this right now, or I'm going through a rough time, whether, you're furloughed, you were affected by the pandemic, you caught COVID, whatever. There is some companies that will say like, hey, like, I know when the pandemic first started happening, this was over 2 years ago, that's crazy. When the pandemic first started happening, companies were actually waiving the interest rates to help their customers, right? Some companies are still doing that because they understand that people are going through rough times, right? So they'd rather keep you as a client than lose you. So just tell them, like, these interest rates are pretty high. This is for the people that pay their bills on time, or maybe you're going through a rough time. Still try this. But I'm going through a rough time. You see that I've been making my payments on time. I've never been late, or if you were late, just say I'm paying my bills on time, or I'm trying the best I can. And I can't afford it. Is there something you could do for me? Can we look into this? And sometimes they'll have like a promo. Sometimes they'll talk to their manager, and just with some back and forth, they could probably lower those interest rates, or they could also waive it completely. This is what you have to say. Keywords: hardship, going through a rough time, if you were affected by COVID. These are key words, guys. Make sure you write this down, jot it down, save it, memorize it, whatever. But the company has to know. Now, if you didn't have such great credit and now you're working on it, you could look to refinance. I can't tell you how many of my clients, cars was the biggest thing. Their cars and their houses. They refinance, they save so much money. You will save so much money just by working on your credit. That could cost you hundreds or thousands of dollars more. So actually working on your credit and just having not so great or bad credit is actually costing a lot of money, and it's not cute. So we got to work on it. So again, call the company, see if there's something you could do to lower those interest rates, lessen it, like I said, or they could probably waive it for maybe a month or two or a few months, or just help you out in the meantime, okay? But you have to take that first step, and you have to call them or contact them to do that. If they say like, hey, we don't have anything available at this time, make sure it's notated. I've heard of companies, maybe they didn't have a promo, they said check back next month. But these are the keywords that you need to say. And This will help you save so much money. So much money. When you guys get a chance, you need to work on your credit. Like, that's what it comes down to. We just have to work on our credit so we can save money, be financially literate, and live our best lives. So to book a consultation for your credit or your taxes, make sure you hit my link. If this was useful or helpful, like, I've had so many, I love just helping people and helping people save money. Like, I've had people's car payments reduced into like a third just by, you know, sharing this information, just under my guidelines and sharing my techniques. You know, people saving money on their homes, or just, it's just like a lot. Like, you know, I've done it myself, and I've saved a lot of money with the interest rates on my credit cards, or just anything I was doing. So I want to hear from you. Like I said, make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe, and make sure you tune into my other videos to help you with your credit. And until next time, this is Elissa here with She Does Credit. Bye. Come on.